there was this one time where I really couldn't take it. So I went to my mom and then I just thought to tell her, like, I want to see a psychologist. Then I feel like she also didn't know what to do. And then nobody knew what to do. So like everyone was like, what happened? What happened? And then I was there crying. And then after that, I went to sleep. And then the next day, it's like nothing happened at all.
Walk us through that journey because most of us here, I believe in therapy as well, for now, but most of the time at the start when we're young, the common misconception is if you're going to therapists and if you're going to meet someone to help you means you have a problem, you have a mental
Yes.
issue. So we want to debunk that as well. We really want to remove that whole myth. So what was your
Yes.
experience like?
Okay, so my first experience before I even went to a formal therapist is when I was 18, I think. Because I lived in boarding school sort of like my whole life and I wasn't really at home. So when I actually graduated from high school and moved back home, it was so weird. Like, and it was very detrimental because when I was staying out, I had my own freedom and stuff like that. But when you're at home, you sort of like I felt caged or like cooped up. So it wasn't a very good time for me, like especially my thoughts and all. So there was this one time where I really couldn't take it. So I went to my mom and then I just thought to tell her, like, I want to see a psychologist. Then I feel like she also didn't know what to do. And then nobody knew what to do. So like everyone was like, what happened? What happened? And then I was there crying. And then after that, I went to sleep. And then the next day, it's like nothing happened at all. That was my first experience, like actually like telling my mom or like letting people know that I want to see a psychologist. So then after that, obviously because I didn't know how and stuff like that, I didn't actually follow through until there was this one time, which I think was a very significant time in my life. I went to an Imagine Dragons concert, my first ever concert, and it was the best. I lost my voice the next day. But during the concert, the lead singer, Dan Reynolds, he said something very powerful. He said something along the lines of like, I have depression and I seek help. It's not a sign of weakness to seek help, and it's actually like a sign of courage and bravery. So I found that like super inspirational to me. And the next day itself, I called up Sunway Medical Center. Excuse me, how do I make an appointment?
Nice.
Yeah, so that was sort of the start of my therapy journey. And then I even tried to bring my dad into one of the sessions to get him to understand, like, even though like he will still lecture me and say, sometimes you just gotta let things go, just don't think about this kind of stuff. But like obviously it doesn't work that way, right? But it's still like nice to know that he cares lah. Yeah, so and then it on and off, like until today. I feel like I'm still growing, and this whole month of like I think the past month I've been to like 3 sessions of a new therapist, and it has been like amazing, and there has been amazing growth and insights. And yeah, I mean, if for anyone who is really thinking about getting therapy, or like you want to figure out your emotions and how to manage it, I would really, really recommend therapy. It's
Amazing.
lifesaver.
Amazing.